Be ready? Start. There is distinction between the exercise of powers by the Chief Justice in framing the rules with respect to the condition of service of officers and servants of the High Court under Article 229, including the power of modification and variations of the rules of the state government applicable to the High Court employees by virtue of power preserved under Rule 50 of the Rule of 1992 and the exercise of powers by the Chief Justice as executive head of the High Court establishment under the rules framed by him. The Chief Justice has to follow the rules framed by him punctually and faithfully as others are to follow. Any breach of rule by the Chief Justice cannot be construed as exercise of power of modification of rules, reverting to the direction dated 2nd September 1997. In my view, the Honorable the then acting Chief Justice was in error in considering that the 12 persons against whom there were adverse remarks could be excluded from the zone of consideration. What is the effect of adverse remarks in the ACR was a matter for the selection committee to consider. A person cannot be excluded from the zone of consideration for the reason that there is adverse entry. Similarly, it was wrong to consider that 6 persons against whom departmental inquiry was pending could be excluded from the zone of consideration. If the departmental inquiry is pending against a person in the eligibility list, the selection committee is required to follow a known procedure of sealed cover. Thus, the very premises on which the zone of consideration has been extended is contrary to law. Para. It is stated that up to 1979 promotions were given on the basis of seniority cum merit. The merit was considered on the basis of confidential reports and other service record. However, thereafter, a method of judging the capacity of the senior assistants due for promotion to hold the supervisory post of section officer from their performance on the tables on which they were working was not found adequate, and therefore it became necessary to evolve some method in addition to the consideration of the confidential reports and other service record, whereby the suitability or otherwise of the candidate can be assessed properly in the interest of office efficiency. It is also submitted that the system of taking written and oral test to assess suitability or otherwise on a comparative evaluation of the eligible candidates thus came into existence after 1979. In November 1979, the Honorable the then Chief Justice directed to take interview of the assistants concerned and prepare select list in the order of merit. They were also tested by asking them to prepare some submissions. Thereafter, in the year 1981, written test and oral interview were taken on 31st July 1982. In para 14, it is stated that the selection committee also considered the adverse reports recorded in the ACR against the candidates. This fact does not find confirmation from the proceedings of oral test. Para. Thus, the Honorable Chief Justice, in his wisdom, while exercising the powers under Article 229 of the Constitution of India in framing Rule 47 of the Rules of 1992 provided combination of three components, that is past performance, written test and oral test for determination of merit in the matter of promotion on selection post. However, the mechanism evolved prior to 1992 has been carried forward, unmindful of the fact that it does not contain the important component of past performance. Without overemphasizing the importance of past performance, it cannot be disputed that for recruitment from among the persons of matured personality, appraisal of past performance is the basic and essential requirement. Stop.